The age-old question for DoorDash drivers has always been, do ratings matter? And one in particular has always been at the focal point: acceptance rate. For the first few years of me dashing, it really didn't seem to matter. You would get the same orders regardless of if your acceptance rate was 20% or if it was 80%. The only benefit of having your acceptance rate higher was the fact that you could be a top dasher and not have to schedule your shifts. Then came this email. We are introducing a new top dasher perk. Top dashers will now get priority access to high value orders, those that are $30 or more in total cart value, on top of being able to dash anytime without having to schedule. Now, DoorDash was trying to show that if you had an acceptance rate of 70% or more and you were a top dasher, you would be rewarded with the higher paying orders. This worked a little bit, but not as well as they had hoped. The whole reason they did this was to get people to accept more orders. But when I tested it out, it really didn't make too much of a difference. The way I will be seeing if DoorDash is really doing what they say they're doing is by tracking how many $30 plus orders I get and what the average tip is per order. I figured this is the best way to track things, considering they specifically say that top dashers will now get priority access to high value orders, those that are $30 or more in total cart value, and that in turn will mean bigger tips. So let's check out what our final numbers were. For the dinner shift, we had 3 out of 7 orders that were over $30. For the lunch shift, we had 1 out of 4. And so that means our total for this experiment, we had 4 out of 11 orders that were $30 or more. So I don't know if there just weren't many $30 orders out there, but it seemed like nothing really changed. Then came another email. Hi Blake, as a dasher who maintains a high customer rating, regularly accepts most orders, and provides great service to customers, you'll now have preferential access to higher paying orders every time you dash. These deliveries pay at least $2 per mile during the delivery. Access begins on June 29th to select dashers in Salt Lake City. Would this finally be the turning point? Would acceptance rate finally matter? Well, once again, I decided to test this. But what is interesting is this whole week I've had this priority dasher status, or whatever you want to call it. And check this out. The last full week of DoorDash I made $820 in 43 hours. This week I've only gone 33 hours and I've made basically the same amount, $800. So in 10 less hours, I've made basically the same with this new priority dasher. So I think it's safe to say that it definitely increases your pay on average, but I don't think the 70% and above acceptance rate really does anything. I think as long as you're in that 50% and above range, you should be good. It seemed like finally DoorDash had made it worth it for you to accept most orders, or even just keep your acceptance rate hovering around 50%. Now, anything from this point on is just my pure speculation. So I just wanted to give you guys my opinion on what the future of DoorDash is going to look like. So as you guys can see, there is a pretty consistent pattern. As the months go on and as more and more problems arise with orders not getting delivered, especially the no tip orders, they've put into place certain systems that reward you for having higher ratings, especially a higher acceptance rate. And I think this is only going to continue. I mean, it just makes sense if you're a business, if you're DoorDash, right? You're Tony's Shoe. You want every single order delivered as quickly as possible, because then you're going to be making as much money as possible, because then you're going to have more returning customers and your company is going to be able to get more orders done in a shorter amount of time, in turn making you more money. So in my opinion, I think it's going to go so far as to maybe like a 95% acceptance rate reward system, maybe even like an upper echelon of top dasher. Like, yeah, you'll still have the top dasher at 70%, but then maybe like a 95% one where you get like the best of the best, or maybe you can be in the catering program if that's what your acceptance rate is, or different things I think DoorDash is going to try. And so I think eventually it's going to come to the point where if you aren't accepting every single order, you're just not going to be able to make good money with DoorDash. And this always seems to happen with me. I like to have my acceptance rate hovering around 70% at all times. Then I'll decline a couple of orders because I'll get a few bad ones in a row, and then my acceptance rate is like 67%, and the order quality I get just absolutely tanks. Like, I get the worst orders once my acceptance rate starts to drop. And then the same goes for the reverse, where if my acceptance rate isn't even that good, say like 60%, 50%, whatever it is, and then I start accepting order after order after order, maybe like 3, 4, 5, 6 orders in a row, they just continue to come in and continue to be decent or even great orders. So this is all just my opinion, but I do think eventually they're going to make it so that in order to make a decent amount of money, or to even make really good money, $25, $30 an hour, you're going to have to start accepting every single order. Let me know what you guys think down below, because I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Now, if you're thinking, well, I would never ever accept every single order, I know in my area I can make more money by not accepting every order. And that might be true. And even if you accept most orders and you're like, I still only make like $15 an hour, like that's just BS. Then if that's you, you should definitely try out this app Solo. Now, I know I've talked about this app many times on my channel. That's because I just genuinely think it's a great app. They have a guarantee pay feature where if you're accepting every order and you make like $12 in that hour, then in their app, they have how much you should be making per hour in your area. And so you make that $12 an hour accepting every order, and they say you can make $20 an hour in your area, they will pay out that $8 difference. So it's a win-win. You should really download it and use the link I have for you down below in the description, because when you use that link, you get a bonus $10 for just linking one of your gig accounts to the Solo app. They also have a bunch of other cool features in there. And yes, this is an affiliate link for me, so it's a win-win for everyone. You download it, you get money. I download it, I get money. And it works out in the end for everyone. We all end up making more money. Now, the last thing I want to say in this video is we're doing a new charity donation for the month of November. Obviously, the month of November is known for Thanksgiving. It's getting into the holiday season. And so this month we're going to be donating to Feeding America. Last month we did breast cancer awareness because it was breast cancer awareness month. So the way this month's donation is going to work is the same as last month's did. So for every 5 subscribers I get, I'll be donating $1. You guys can donate to it as well. And it's really cool because the way YouTube charities work is you just pick whatever charity you want to donate to, and then you just put that in the YouTube video, and when any viewer donates, it goes directly to them. It completely cuts out the middleman. It's not like you're giving the money to me or anything. And I'm also releasing a new More Fit clothing item. It's the Give More hoodie and the Give More sweatshirt. So obviously the month of November is about giving. I wanted to make something that looked cool and also had a great message. So it says Give More on it, and 50% of all the profits that come from those 2 items will go directly to Feeding America as well. So for last month's charity donation for breast cancer awareness, the charity we donated to was Breast Cancer Research Foundation. And I also have a sister and a sister-in-law who have both battled with cancer. So I really truly appreciate all of you who helped me donate last month. So thank you to anyone who donated. I really appreciate it. And I just wanted to go over the totals with you guys. So as you know, I did that 30-day challenge, and that was from September 23rd to October 22nd. And in total, I made $62.90 of profit off of the Breast Cancer Awareness Special Edition hoodie and the other More Fit clothing items. So I made $37.97 directly from the Breast Cancer Awareness hoodie, and then $25 between the other items that were sold. So I donated $19 from the breast cancer awareness hoodie because I said that I would donate 50% of the profits that came directly from that hoodie, kind of like we're doing this month with the Give More hoodie and sweatshirt. Then I donated $5 for any other clothing item because from the other clothing items I made $25 in profit, and I said I was donating 20% of all other profits I made from More Fit. So that was $24 there. And then also last month it was the same. 5 subscribers equaled $1 donated. So throughout those 31 days, I gained 1,263 subscribers to be exact. On the YouTube analytics, it just rounds up. So it says 1.3 thousand subscribers. And so from the subscribers, I donated $253. So when I made my how to make $5,000 in a month video, the total was at $507, but I think other people have donated or something because now the total is up to $531. So thank you to everyone who helped me raise money for breast cancer awareness. Let's try and hit $1,000 for Feeding America to help families who don't have food for Thanksgiving get some food, because I think that would be really cool if we could hit that goal. So anyways, there you guys have it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe. And again, just to reiterate, for every 5 subscribers I get during the entire month of November, I'm donating $1 to Feeding America. And also go to morefitclothing.com if you want to help donate that way. Get a cool hoodie or sweatshirt with a good message on it. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.